Kind of to go off of Bill Delaney's, I know Doris Dorica was another person that was affected by you just not putting her picture on the flyer. And I don't know who made that decision, but when we endorse the Central Committee as a slate, we have the whole, as a slate, and I understand Gary and I were not endorsed, but everybody else, if you put out a card for one person in that district, you should have connected the two and put out both people's pictures on there. And I know Doris Dorica and Bill Delaney, I know were affected. I don't know if anybody else. But that should have happened. The other question I have is who actually makes these decisions to put the smears against the Republicans? Is that you?
Yeah, I'm going to get to a lot. I'll leave it against more discussion. So, is that you have more?
No. So that is you that makes those final decisions.
I'm going to answer all those questions, but I think Rob Frost needs to just clarify something about what was just brought up.
I just want to clarify that last comment was an error. I'm the chairman in Cuyahoga County. I reviewed the slate card that went out in Cuyahoga County. I run in the same district as Doris Dorica. We were both on the slate card. I have an example of it here if you'd like to see it. Thank you.
There's some more discussion that I'm going to get to all of your comments.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much, and I appreciate the openness with which all of this input is occurring, because we are one party together here in Ohio, and frank and open discussions about many things is very helpful. There is one point here that I must make, and with all due deference to Mr. Murphy, I'm Celtic also, but of the Welsh variety. So we address things slightly differently. The Murphys and the O'Tooles have a certain way with words, but then again, so do the Welsh. And Mary, I really appreciate the voice with which you first spoke, which was in defense of your sister. And for that reason, I'm going to speak in a personal voice for a moment to make a point. And I am not only a long-time state committee woman and a member of numerous judicial screening committees, endorsement committees for the ORP, a law school graduate myself, but I'm the wife of a former county chairman and a now retired common pleas judge. And I want to say to all of you, when we talk about our inter-party struggles and, state committee positions and things that are a fair and normal place for these struggles to take place and should be enjoyable and should be open, there is a difference when we are talking about judges. The Ohio Supreme Court has a very high responsibility, in my opinion, to ensure the highest quality of judge. The buck stops with judges. The judiciary is a different body in the checks and balances approach to good governance. And when I see sanctions by the Ohio Supreme Court, which is a factual matter, that is a matter that tells us a lot of things that should help us weigh and balance. That's not just politics as usual. That is a very important measure of the ultimate in good governance. And the Ohio Republican Party, I believe, over the many years has worked very hard to guarantee the highest level of representative on the judiciary in this state. And I applaud the party for all of those efforts. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.